Hello, everybody. It's me, Dave. I'm here with Lord Dread, everyone's favorite. Say hello.
Aren't y'all just glad that I'm here?
Yep,
Don't y'all just get y'all could never get bored of me.
an integral part. So we've tried to record this director's commentary like 3 times, and each time it just failed. Like the microphones didn't pick up, or like something went wrong. So that's why this took so long to make. But we're finally here after like 40 years. And we got episode 3 right here, which was the first episode. This was after we opened the Discord and like got new people in, and also like when I started actually thinking about what I wanted the plot to be, because getting some ideas of what the heck was going on.
So evidently, it's a Metal Gear plot.
Oh, my dear friend, I'm glad you could make it.
A Metal Gear Solid style intro right here.
Explain to me?
With the
but of course,
triumvirate.
The little scheme our benefactor has
I wanted to introduce the villains like
quick.
really early.
Our target has been held up in
this show. They don't introduce the villains
now.
until like
I hear
it's basically over.
Danger.
That's
So,
very inconvenient.
And then they're surprised that they're not
Your
getting a
plan is
season
to
2.
provoke it
yeah,
further?
it's like why were we getting a season 2?
Not quite. Agents
We have
1
some
and 2
So
are
with the
Yeah,
release of
please
Velma, I'm
tell
kind
me
of
you
hoping
didn't
they do at
say-
this point.
Yes, I understand
get
your
that season
concern,
2
but
in.
trust me, it'll be a
You know it's
worthwhile
bad
mission.
when people
She's
start going back to
perfect for this
High
kind of
Guardian
fight.
Spies.
After Velma, I'll take it, to be honest.
That won't happen, I assure
Yeah,
you.
so we had some foreshadowing for Olive, and
Subject's
one of my
powers
favorite
have grown
edits ever.
substantially
I've
since the
used this
asset
so many
was
times.
acquired.
Nomad made this for me,
We
and I
could
just
barely
love it
gather
so
intel on
much.
her when she was young. I'm sure we all
I
remember
don't know why
the
like edits
Old Man
of
Jones
Cross-Eyed
incident.
Rosemary
Let's-
or whatever are so
let's not speak
popular,
of it
but
here.
like they're just,
Regardless,
it's
her
just so
power
funny
grows
to
by the
see
day.
her like
We
that.
can't afford to delay this any
Well,
longer.
I mean that's how everyone sees her every time she talked in
All
the
this
actual
being
show.
said, we're accelerating our plans. Once the countermeasure is ready in fall, that's when
Setting
we'll
up
strike.
for
now, we'll
episode
just gather
8
more
right
intel.
there with the
If
whole
our
fall
benefactor is so
countdown.
confident, why don't they come
Yo,
down here and
Our
handle this themselves?
benefactors. Get
You
some
and I both
G-Man
know they
references
have
going.
other matters to attend
Mr.
to.
Freeman.
I think I've heard enough. This better work.
Benefactors. They don't
It
know
will.
what
Believe me.
Sasamogus is.
Sasamogus.
Lanios.
Here we have Red Bread, which we use this for the teaser. I think this was the first teaser I did where I added
Man,
like
this alchemy
extra
book
stuff
is no
that's
help
only
at
in
all.
the teaser.
I don't like it. To
Yeah.
the ether with it.
I think
There's
I
the to the
fail.
ether.
Oh yeah, that post is classic.
So like here, one of my favorite gags to do is like looking at animation errors and then making them like a part of the lore. Like it's something that actually just happens.
Lore.
Yeah, you have Sage just like banishing her book to the ether. I think that's one of the animation errors that a lot of people pick up on. Because I think spilling the milk when they did their videos on it, that's the animation error they spotted. So everyone like knows about that one. So I thought I had to reference it here. It was too funny not to. I also have Parsley talking about the potions teacher and how she's a homeless
Wild.
person.
I heard a rumor that the teacher was actually a homeless person.
Rose, do you have any ideas?
Classic.
Classic Rosemary has no ideas.
As usual, I see.
This is
Well, if you're
when
so smart, why
Time
don't you tell
developed
me
the
how to
nickname
survive
Pink
this
Bitch
year?
for Rosemary.
You don't, dumbass.
All right,
Dumbass.
you calm down. Swear to God, you need to take each other out for dinner with the amount of tension you're building. She say dinner?
It's the only word Rosemary
fresh
picked
prey.
up on.
Yeah.
Parsley,
Get
you
over
say the
here.
dumbest shit sometimes. I swear to God.
Crikey, Time, watch out! Oh, wank.
Yeah, I did some like little editing there. So originally, like Time doesn't show up until after the sword's already been thrown. But we had the whole like gag of Time just getting stabbed by Rosemary on occasion. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity. So I just edited to make it look like he just got stabbed on accident.
Is there, after this episode, I don't think there's ever a time where Time gets threatened by a sword, does she?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Or well, by people, but like not Rosemary.
Yeah, and not on accident.
Yeah, you have like I think in episode 5, Sage is like, "I'll tell Rosemary to stop trying to stab you" or something like that.
Assuming Rosemary is doing it on purpose.
Yeah. So one thing I can say about like my editing for episode 3 is this is still before I got like the better quality like footage of the show itself. But also I like edited like a lot of the scenes in this abridged version are like completely out of order or like rearranged. So if you watch the actual original episode, a lot of stuff happens in like a different way, but I edited it this way because I thought it was like more compact.
This can't go wrong. Oh, it went wrong.
Yoink.
We have a Froggy Kit Kat as Lavender.
Mom, I saw the sword, and then I picked up the sword, and I started writing with this.
Rose, I can't understand a word you're saying, darling.
I just wanted a big
Yep.
sword of stab thing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Why does it oddly fit? I'm just realizing.
Yeah. I got a lot of comments on like the short we did with Lavender. How people were like, "Man, their
Can I
voice
still hold
actor
the
is
sword?
so
That was
good."
cool.
I was like, "It's
All
true.
right, Rose, you can hold this. Just relax, okay?
It fits
You know
oddly
what
well."
Yeah, I'm not hungry.
Oh my god, you weren't.
Although I will say, I was sad that I had to break the trend of like every single girl is voiced by a guy, and like the one guy Snapdragon is voiced by a girl.
the one guy that shows up is voiced by a girl.
Yeah, but I think this was a good time to break that little
Hungry?
motif.
There was somebody in the comments that in all caps kept
Wow,
screaming,
that's
"Stop this, please!"
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Like this gag we did with Caraway here, where it just like switches to JoJo Man's voice, was something I think Satellite suggested, because I think Sat was originally going to voice Caraway, but I don't remember. But it was
Yeah,
like
but then he
it
does
just
his whole,
disappearing act. But yeah, I just like start out voicing it and then just cough into the other voice, which is sort of poking fun at like the idea of how we change voice actors so often.
Sorry, that's pretty weird.
Oh, hey, Caraway, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, that's just the budget.
Now there's the
Back to
budget.
next scene.
There's the budget.
There.
Lack of funding really is the.
How many voice actors has Caraway gone through? Let's see. 3?
A lot. Too many.
Yeah, you're
Too many. Second only to Amaryllis.
The fifth student you injured in the last 12 hours.
I want kill people legal.
Okay, there it is. There's the line. So, what I can say about this line is, I think it was on under episode 2. Someone like gave me a line suggestion, and that was before I think the Discord was open, when we had like a line suggestions page. So most people just like go in the comments and say, "You should add this line." And one of the lines somebody suggested was Rosemary just saying, "I want kill people legal," in all caps, and they like didn't elaborate. And it was so goofy that I just felt like I needed to put it in here somewhere. And it took me so many tries to say this line without just like bursting out laughing because of just how goofy it was. And
So
it like
goofy.
fits. Yeah, it's just like, I want kill people. Like I can't even do it.
I want
Okay,
kill
you've been
people
very
legal.
poorly educated.
She really does want
See
kill
you
people
soon.
legal. That's
Okay,
that's
but
if
can
she
I
was a
still
governor,
stab
that would be
people,
one of her
though? It's
policies.
really
That's her
No.
platform
Alright,
for
Rosemary, I'm
change.
not gonna call you crazy because
Wait a
you're
minute.
holding.
Very poorly educated. I'm gonna need to see you soon.
Okay, but can I still stab people, though? It's really fun.
Is
No.
that?
All right,
Hold on,
Rosemary,
hold
I'm not
on,
gonna call
hold
you
on.
crazy because you're the one holding
Get
the
back
sword,
here.
But please calm down for
Get
the rest
back.
of the day.
Don't kill anyone, you daft cunt.
Hold on. No, why can't I? Gah! Here, hold up.
No.
Kill people.
All right, Rosemary, I'm not.
Okay, you've been very poorly educated. I'm gonna need to see you soon.
Okay, but can I still stab
May
people?
want to
though?
add.
It's
I think
really
I found
fun.
something to add to the animation list.
What?
So look at the fountain,
Yeah.
and then go to your right on the centermost. You notice anything weird about that person that's running away?
What?
He has no head.
What the? What? Excuse me?
He has no head.
I've heard the phrase "running around like a headless chicken," but this is very literal, I think.
When the High Guardian Academy sends an invitation to the Headless Horseman back in his high school days.
No, it's Rosemary got to that one.
He just hasn't realized it yet.
Just yeah.
Sorry, I just saw that. I was like looking around just because, and then I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a little hard to notice with the pixel quality on
All
this
right,
one.
Rosemary, I'm not gonna
He's
call you
just
crazy 'cause
running
you're the
without
one holding the
a head.
sword.
I don't know how
Please
I
calm
missed
down for the
that.
rest of the day.
Oh, I don't think I've
Kill
done
anyone, you
episode
daft
3 yet.
cunt.
That's probably why. The Simpsons.
Oh, I wish I had
Oh
another
God,
sword.
I hurt.
Oh my god, this crib is decked, dog.
It's
God
gangster
damn.
movie
Yep,
again.
and I got the trick.
Yep, it's back.
Okay.
It's back. I didn't do it in the last scene because budget. But here, I remember it was a pain getting this scene to work. It's because like the way I did it was like I just like keyed out the color of Caraway's like clothing, but Rosemary has the same color clothing, so it was
Yeah, you're
really
a little
obnoxious to try
So yeah,
and
about
like
those
keep
violent
her
rampages.
normal.
The other kid.
You'll see
Did
here
it?
like the colors look weird. That's because I was like trying to
They're getting nervous,
Keep her
and the teacher's
normal
already
while this is
killing the
happening.
students, so you can't.
Did it ever
Hey,
get
wait a minute, you
like
have a picture
easier?
of my mom? You
No.
knew her? What was she like? Who was she? Did she taste good? You need to tell me if she tasted good.
Oh, me and Lavender.
You need to tell me if she tasted good. The way she so aggressively asked that question, I think, is just great.
You know, ironically, Caraway can answer this
Caraway
question.
can't answer that, yes.
Go way back. We used to get wild when we were young. I remember after one party.
Wild.
Sister, I think.
Okay.
It was like a few months ago before you were born or something.
Okay,
Anyway,
so right there's a lot of implications with that line.
I think a few people mentioned it.
Yeah, I think most people have caught on to what I was trying to imply there. So I think I'll just say it at this point. But like the implication there is that Caraway is Rosemary's father in a sense, because him and Lavender were like really close. Because let's be honest, there's no way he didn't tap that. Let's be real. Yeah, they're best friends, quote. But
Both before and after transition.
yeah, multiple different situations, but yeah, that's what I was going for there. It was I like the subtle delivery of it, like he just says, "Oh yeah, this and that," and like most people are like, "Wait a second."
wait, let's get back on topic.
Yeah, when I nearly killed time this morning, I broke my sword. It was really important. It was my mom's sword.
Have you tried not throwing it?
That's too complicated. I wish I was
It's too
smarter.
Well, if you're gonna
complicated.
learn something, I've got
I
this
need
book
to
on
throw
gender
the
studies I've been
store.
writing. Buckle in, we're gonna be here a while.
Caraway's massive book.
I am a dwarf.
Here we have Parsley singing "I Am a Dwarf" because I had to do it.
Hey, where did all the other students get to?
They're all fucking dead, mate. Like, they're not gonna survive in here. Come on. Good point.
Yeah, I like the excuse for why no one's here in this classroom in the abridged series. Just everyone's
They're all
dead.
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're just all gone.
Dead as hell.
Dead as hell. That's why.
What shoes they wear?
Dead as hell.
That's why your student's dead. Dead as hell. What kind of shoes you wearing?
What kind of shoes your students wearing in their casket? But yeah, this school is highly dangerous, so it's just running with the gag that everyone just keeps dropping like flies. They had to merge the classes later because there weren't enough students anymore.
Yeah, this whole place is a safety hazard. I think I saw a guy actually melt.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yep.
Well, we ain't got nothing
They
else
just have a bunch of lava just pouring out all over this classroom, and like no one does anything about it.
Want to get high?
I don't see why not.
Bitchin'.
At this
Beautiful.
point, I'm half
Bitchin'.
convinced Rose's
Bitchin'.
stomach is a portal to another dimension. Either that, or everything that goes in gets erased from existence. Nothing.
Yeah, I like this scene because it establishes like two things. One, like Sage only talks about Rosemary just constantly because that's like on the forefront of her mind, like at all times. Because of how
Tends to
much
happen when you have a black hole as a person,
you have a black hole as a person.
also
And,
known as human Kirby.
yeah, and it also shows her like theorizing on how Rosemary's stomach works. You got that scientific mind, you know.
Because I love rambling on about my scientific mind.
Scientific
Nothing has
brain.
gone in that's ever come out. I swear to God. Like, am I going crazy? I'm already talking to a cat.
Metal Gear.
So the joke with Neppy is his voice actor, which like his voice actor was the same person who voice acted Liquid Snake in the Metal Gear series, which I thought was just crazy that they got the voice actor for Liquid Snake and made him voice a cat. It's just
And a dumb one at that.
Yeah,
Like they had the opportunity to like make the whole like make his voice like definitely like its own voice, but somewhat kind of like Liquid Snake. Just because like yeah, we got this guy. You're never gonna know how we got this guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of voice actors here who I don't know why they got them, but okay, that's probably where the budget went, just hiring all these crazy voice actors. It was also like it's one of those like unexpected gags because you like do not see it coming at all. You think
Metal Gear.
I've seen people like comment like I did not see that coming, so that got me. Yeah, it's like you don't expect it to say that, and then Sage is just like,
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. These potion foods must be getting to me. I'm so behind on homework. If my mom ever found out, she'd toss me in the hole. I don't want to get tossed into the hole. Nobody wants to get tossed
What
into
is
the
the
hole.
hole?
now, Dave?
Oh,
What is the
God, This is
hole?
worse than Rosemary's
we
handwriting.
may never know.
I've been trying to teach her English, but she keeps eating all the pencils and notebook paper. It's a real pain in the ass.
There's the setup for all of those gags involving Sage
Oh,
trying to teach
Jesus.
Rosemary English. Hasn't worked out so far, but no, maybe they'll get
Sage,
to it
I
eventually.
ate your NFTs.
Sage,
You bitch.
I ate your NFTs. I like the idea that Rosemary's just like a dog that eats Sage's homework every once in a while, and she gets in trouble for it. Sorry, my friend ate my homework. Okay, listen, she was hungry, and
I
Like,
had
can't
no
believe
food
how
in the
much Rose
fridge.
gets away with. She's all,
Had
look
no
at
money
me.
to go
like
grocery
I'm
shopping.
algebra.
Is sleep a food? I can kill anything I want.
Sleep is food.
The Patriots.
I'm not engaging with this Neppy. I'm going to continue to pretend you don't have better English than Rosemary does. All right, let's see
That's a
what
good
else I
one.
need to add. What the hell's a hag raven feather?
Skyrim reference.
Where?
Oh, okay. I love this one. I love this one. So in the original episode, this is real. Like, Parsley goes down into this random cave, which is just under the school for no reason.
And for some reason, you can get through a trapdoor by hammering a painting of the
Yeah.
triad.
And like, there's just this whole underground like dungeon that has a bunch of trials, and it's like never explained. It's like, do students come down here regularly? Is this like a thing? Like, what the hell is happening?
You know,
So-
that makes me wonder, how many OCD students have they killed by that painting alone?
I don't know. I don't know if the OCD students made it past day one or not, but like, I couldn't figure out a way for any of this to make sense. So I was just like, what if Parsley's just tripping? Just going.
She's just tripping.
I do love a good old drug gag, and this was the perfect opportunity. So I just made her go like nutty on shrooms.
What is this feeling? What's going on? Hey, what are you?
We are the spirits of the
Mushroom.
Mushroom parsley.
Spirits of the mushroom? Huh? What?
Parsley, join us.
I like how creepy I tried to make this. It's because this scene is like really creepy out of context. Like, she's just getting haunted by these weird mushroom demons.
Can you guys help
Mushroom
me find
crabs.
the surface, like out of here, please? You cannot leave until you have spoken to the Lord of the Mushrooms.
The Lord of the Mushroom.
This is just me dicking around with voice effects. To be
I'm
honest.
beyond terrified right now. Follow the path, follow the path, follow the path. These things are kind of hypnotic.
They just make a path for her going straight forward. Thanks, guys.
And this is the part where we realize that Trabbers are enslaved and domesticated for their use of dragon runways.
Dragon runways. That'd be funny. Just have a landing site.
It's like a landing there. It's like a landing strip, and the way that they mark
Welcome
out
to the gnome airfield, motherfucker. Just dragon flies down.
Welcome to the gnome airfield.
Welcome to the gnome airfield.
What do half of these spells even do? Let's see. Teleportation, time travel, ooh, plot advancement spell.
It just flipping through a first year book, time travel, just every broken spell you could possibly think of. In the original series, she like finds the secrets to immortality in this book for some reason.
That seems pretty
Because
interesting.
that's going to be
I'm not sure what it
something
does, but it looks
in
very
a
difficult. If I can
student's
pull this one
handbook.
off, I might just get an A
If you
in
could
that
steal
potions
one
class.
thing from Harry Potter, if there's a way to achieve immortality and there's a student who's like really wants it, they're gonna find a way to get it. And if it's just out in the middle, like on a table with just a book,
So
you
then
know
my mom won't
somebody's
toss me
taking
in the
the
hole.
opportunity.
You know what's ironic? Okay. If we're gonna go by that logic, technically High Guardian Spice could get a pass because the way that the main characters in Harry Potter figured out about the Philosopher's Stone is literally they picked up a book from the library and read about it.
Yeah, but also you have like Valdi who's just like, teacher, listen, how can I get a 1-up mushroom? Just hypothetically, and the teacher's just like, oh, okay, here's how you do it.
Speaking of holes, I think we found a one.
Here's
Oh,
me
come
voicing
on, I
Amarillo
saved
again.
your life. I thought we were besties. We were past
Poor
this.
Fair enough.
Poor
I guess I won't
Feb.
bully you too much.
I didn't
Were you
want
talking
to
about the
like,
plot
I didn't want to be just
advancement
like, you're
spell?
gone, Feb, but it was
Well, I
just
gotta impress the post
the second episode. Their mic was like not great, and it was just
teacher
really
somehow before she
distracting.
kills me.
Oh god, smells like an
Oh,
interesting.
here's Great Fairy Fi.
Great Fairy
really good.
Fi.
They
Jeez.
fit Snapdragon like perfectly. Like it was spot on. Like
It
first
was so weird.
try. It's like it matches so well.
Story. That's rare. I don't think I've seen one before.
Yeah, you guys are gonna help me with this spell,
Well,
right?
if you say so. Alchemy time. Oh no, my potion. Whoopsie doodle.
We have the Metal Gear music kicking back in.
Zanzibar, Shadow Motos, right it, Snake! Ultracon,
I
Oh,
just want to
God.
say that none of this was
That
my fault.
cat would want to be put down after that.
Neppy just shows up and you hear like whistling, like.
you just hear the freaking wolf whistle from Puss in Boots.
I'm surprised I haven't made
Finally,
a gag like
a
that
worthy
because he's an
fool.
orange.
I'm surprised
Girl,
too, honestly.
I can sense the spirit of the demon is close to you.
There's more foreshadowing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Sage is like, what the fuck is going on?
You know the girl,
well, that
the
sparks an idea in my
dangerous
head now.
one, the one that consumes.
Cat got
You
hit by
have
the plot
control of
advancement
I
her.
spell,
have
and now we're doing
no
the
idea
story.
what's going on.
Worthless. It seems I'll have to do this myself.
Okay, I'm gonna use the plot convenience spell to undo.
Oh,
whatever
there's the first
developments
reference of the
are
black
going on
convenience
right now.
spell. I forget
No,
we get-
I'm tired
and,
of being.
There's a lot to say about this scene. I'm realizing now, but first of all, like the plot convenience spell became a running gag. Just every time something needed to happen, oh, plot convenience spell did it. But also me adding the Wizard 101 sound effects for them drawing the runes in the air, because that's how Wizards in Wizard 101 do it. I thought, like, man, they totally ripped that off. Let me rip it off more.
Control, and the Triumvirate will have no more rule over me. They handled Neppy Cat. Let's see how they deal with Liquid Neppy Cat. So you were a girl,
Commercial break.
Yes.
but you
Commercial
didn't want to
break.
be one anymore.
Yes.
So you stopped being one.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went down.
Huh. Well, that seems pretty straightforward.
See? I told you it'd be easy.
So why do people hate that so much? It seems fine to me.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
And that's how it's done. That's how you do it.
And like that, we took a massive controversial issue and sum it up to a few sentences.
Yep. Listen, Ray. You know, I'm a phone call away if you need me to write season 2 for you. I'm just saying. I know how to get things done. You can take a page out of my book.
People
Dave,
are
we have
weird.
fixed transphobia.
Weird is right. Especially
Fixed
people who run the
trans.
school. With the amount of budget cuts we've received, we're resorting to
Here's the
hiring
budget
homeless
again.
people in the place of qualified teachers. Don't even get me started on our weapons policy.
But I like weapons. They're super cool.
Yeah, but they're very dangerous, especially since we give them to kids.
Psh, nah, the kids here aren't that violent. Murder bitches.
All the other kids with the pumped up kicks and a better run,
There's
better run.
the Wilhelm
I'm
scream.
spinning my gun.
I've been waiting to use the Wilhelm scream for a while, and I was like,
It's a
"Ooh."
Wilhelm scream.
Ah. Yeah, I also like how like Caraway continues to be the only competent teacher at this school. He's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be giving like a ton of crazy weapons to children. And Rose is like, nah, it'll be fine. And then Amaryllis is just blasting.
Guardian Academy is
Yeah.
what you get when the Time Lords decide to give their children whatever was in their forbidden vaults.
Forbidden vaults. The Osterhagen.
This is what
Um,
the Osterhagen key, the moment.
the moment. But I also like fun fact. I was using Star Wars blaster sounds for Amaryllis's sort of laser wand here. I just threw those in, and I think Caraway's uses like the TIE Fighter like blaster noises.
Stop, you fucking terrorist!
I will be a slave no longer. Out of my way. Why are we running?
I don't know the teleport spell.
My arms can teleport.
Both
Oh
of
yeah,
you are
another animation error gag. Just Amaryllis skipping some frames there.
My arms can teleport.
Yeah, that's a cool trick. That'd be cool if you were in like a sword fight. They're just like, my arm's over here now.
So, are we gonna talk about my mom now?
Oh, sure, of course. What do you want to know?
Well, what did you guys talk about when you were friends?
Ooh, let me tell you all
Miss
about it.
Dread's favorite
Caraway,
scene.
you are by far the strongest, smartest, most handsome
I like the
guardian to
reflection
ever
off her
live.
teeth.
You should become king of the Lingard, and also my husband.
Did my mom really say that stuff?
Paraphrasing, but it was usually a variation of that.
Yeah. I imagine how that actually happened is that's what Caraway heard in his head, but she was really talking about herself. It's like, I'm the best. I should be like queen.
Whoa,
of
hey,
Lingard."
can we talk about this giant monster? It looks tasty.
You got a one-track mind, don't you? Okay, I got room for one more flashback.
So
Come on,
one-
Caraway. There's a cliff directly in front of us.
Okay, this scene right here, when I was making this episode in particular, I had a real grudge against this entire scene. Like, I don't think I ever made a video about it, but I like hated this scene a lot because it's like non-stop stupidity from start to finish. Like nothing Lavender or Caraway does makes any sense. So like I was just like making fun of this scene the whole way through. It's like first you have a very obvious cliff, which they could totally see like right in front of them. There's no way they didn't see it, and they decide to just run directly towards it, even though there's a ton of space for them to run in other
This is
directions.
a brilliant plan.
I don't understand, but I'll trust your instincts.
Now we just jump across it. Oh shit, that's deep. Wow. Actually, why are we running? Aren't we insanely powerful?
Yeah, and they're like, wait a minute, we're like superheroes. Why are we running away? And then they go on to just fight and kill it anyway.
PNG. Low budget attack.
Low budget attack.
Nah, fam. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Ah, shit.
How many Star Wars jokes can we fit in
Thinking
one
about
scene?
it, maybe I should have my weapon out.
Yeah, and here Caraway just doesn't have his Terrasphere out for some reason. He could have been using that to, I don't know, fly or like make portals or like anything, but he just had it on his earring.
Or or given how broken the freaking portals in this show are, just teleport the portal the fucking heart of this thing out.
Yeah, just portal it to the demon realm. Just do that.
Oh god, it's such a minor annoyance.
I'm pretty sure Miss DeviantArt would love that.
Super jump time.
Is her name Dretch? Yes. Will I use it? No.
I imagine Dretch was like her original name is like her last name or something. And then, like, as she, like, remarried, she changed her last name, and eventually it just ends with Miss DeviantArt as her alias. That's why Lavender still calls her Dretch, because they're old buddies, old guardian pals.
Old guardian pals.
Wow. Wait, what? They fly now?
They fly now?
Lavender Summer!
Lavender Summer!
Don't worry, Caraway. It's time to use my ultimate move.
Yeah. Lavender can, like, just jump like a motherfucker, but somehow couldn't clear that cliff.
Yeah, you know.
I had to use a like
Hail
MIDI
to the
here
king,
for
baby.
the Force
Well, that
theme
was
because
fun,
we would
except
have
for
gotten
part we almost
copyrighted
died.
into oblivion.
We should
Because
stop doing that.
Mickey
Good
Mouse
old
came
fashioned
for
style.
that
I haven't had
lawsuit.
this much fun killing since I was back in which country?
The mouse.
Ha! What, do you work for the Triumvirate or something?
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
What? No. Why would you think that?
Lavender's like, what? No, it's crazy. Crazy.
What? No.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. I got that thing that's slow motion.
Rosemary having a stroke?
So one thing about Rosemary is I made it like one of her traits, I guess, that she just has frequent blackouts. So she just has moments where she has no idea what she's doing. And she's like, what happened?
Caraway, what just happened to me in the last 5 seconds?
You stroked out, sorry, my clothes changed.
That was
As long as I don't get hit by any poison.
my excuse of like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is torture.
I should be just fine. Oh god damn it. Fucks. Die.
There's another animation error I'll point out when I do episode 3 in like 20 years. There were arrows in his back, and then they just disappear as he's falling. Just gone.
Who on earth could have done whoa?
Good thing they let me bring instant death potions to school.
Wait, time.
With
Weren't you in the
instant death
infirmary?
poison.
I was, and then I was hit by this magical energy and ended up in this tree.
Oh, that's what the plot convenience spell did. I get
Yeah.
it now.
Oh, time to euthanize.
Time just
Time to
happens to be
euthanize.
in that random tree, and my excuse was, oh, the plot convenience spell did it.
This time, elf.
You need to segregate cat people, I swear to God.
Species.
So anyway, I'm shagging the sister for like the 12th
Okay, this is the scene that set up Parsley as just being a freak, and this character trait I wasn't planning on like making it a core thing. It just kind of happened. I this line right here was entirely improvised. I was just making it up as I was going along, and I was just thinking like, what's something absolutely crazy we can like flash back to Parsley saying, and this was first thing that came to mind: flying, fire-breathing, teleporting Minotaur man.
that week, and then the X walks in on us. It's really awkward because he's a Minotaur man that can shoot fire out of his mouth, fly, and also teleport. So yeah, that's how I ended up fighting a fire-breathing, teleporting, flying Minotaur man while naked that one time. It was a really tough part of my life. I think I
Fucking
grew a lot
wild
from
story.
it. Listen, Doug, is the spirit
Jesus.
of the mushroom.
Also, I like the idea that like the Lord of the Mushrooms is like just a really small crab.
Just a small crab.
He's just a small dude taking it easy.
Basically,
You
the
know?
Lord
Pretty
of
chill
all things
crabbo.
dank, so I can understand your predicament. You know, sometimes you just gotta take it easy, man. That's what I always
Take it
say.
easy, man.
Anyway, Parsley, looks like you're about to come down soon. It was a hoot and a holler talking to you. Maybe we should hang out again
Ever Binding of
sometime.
Isaac puzzle.
Totally epic. Yeah, you know what? I think I've been very enlightened by this. Thanks for your help, Spirit of the Mushroom. Anytime.
Anytime, sis.
Oi,
Anytime.
Parsley. Hey, You
And
okay
it's,
over there? I was so hyped up on those fucking shrooms I went to another dimension.
What are you talking about? You've just been sitting in the corner mumbling to yourself this whole time. And then after that, parsley.
That hammer looks so terrible.
Parsley. Oh, right. Side
Looks like a
effects.
toe.
Oh, this hammer sure is.
It looks like the end of a banana.
Oh.
This hammer sure is hammery. Funny part is that hammer doesn't look
I will
hammery.
not be controlled.
Great, now he's destroying the trees. This is not eco-friendly at all.
It's not eco-friendly in the slightest.
Here, not
Nappy Cat,
eco-friendly.
Come here.
I will not tolerate your interference any longer.
I don't know how, but this is capitalism's fault.
She did not know how correct she was. She called it immediately. It was 100%
She saw it for what it
capitalism.
was.
Prophetic. It was one of my favorite
Never
green screen
explain the
gags.
rot ever, because it doesn't exist, or it does exist. And
Nappy Cat? Nappy
I
Cat?
don't know.
Nappy Cat!
Yeah, that was one of my favorite green screen gags. Just having.
Did we ever plan on anything with the rot? I don't remember.
Okay, so about this scene, so I originally wanted the rot to be around as a plot element, but as I went on, I just realized that it had no place in the story I was making, so I decided to drop it. So if I had to come up with a reason why Nepiket was here at that tree, whatever that tentacle thing was that was on it was maybe something the Triumvirate put there as a spying measure. And they would go to the agents would go to the tree and give their info. So Neppy wanted to get rid of it so they couldn't remotely see what was happening.
Ah,
that would be my if I had to work that into the plot.
Hey, what it is, mamas?
Oh, Rose, you would
What
not
it is,
believe
mamas. There's another
the day
one.
I had.
Sounds pretty great. Oh, hey, Parsley, are you?
Did
all
Neppy get
good?
smaller? I
Oh
know,
my
I know
God.
he got big. He was really big, but he got small. But he looks smaller than he usually does in his cat form.
he got small.
Okay,
Oh yeah, he
if you
definitely
say
got
so.
smaller.
Yeah, but I mean
Man, he must have. Man, growing
Rose
in and out
Rose
of-
right now looking a little bad frame to follow.
Oh, jeez. Me too. Every day, all the time.
We're aware.
Oh yeah, also tiny detail. Parsley, when she was mumbling, was speaking slime boy language. There, this got set up early.
So I didn't get expelled. Caraway said because I had a hot mom, I get a pass.
That sounds creepy, but I'm glad to hear that you didn't
Neppy
get
looks
expelled.
so pissed.
Nepotism really does always win out in the end.
What
Well,
kind of
when you
food
get
is that,
shifted in
Sage?
and out of
Tastes a
small
lot
form,
like
you can
privilege,
piss too.
Rose.
I love the last interaction of those two just going what's nepotism, Sage? And what does nepotism taste like? And she's tastes a lot like privilege, Rose. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the credits here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this one.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Nowadays on cruise control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm
Oh man, I cannot wait until the new episode. That's gonna be funnier.
Oh yeah.
Sage, how...
So here, at the start, one of the first things Sage references is one of the shorts, because this was when I started doing the shorts, and I wanted to imply that the shorts were in fact canon to get that established earlier.
It is time for us to pull an MCU and have you watch everything in order to get the plot.
Yeah, I did take special care to make sure that you didn't need to see the shorts to understand what was happening. It's just if you do watch them, there's references that you'll get, and it'll improve the experience. So I do recommend watching them, but it's not a necessary thing. If you just want to watch the episodes, that works too.
Sage, how come we're not in school?
You quadrupled in size and ate the entire cafeteria, Rose. It was horrifying.
Horrifyingly delicious.
What it is, mamas?
Cousin!
Another what it is, mamas.
Sorry, relayed. Rose made us stop at a bakery.
Take a shot every time you hear what it is, mamas.
The street.
Don't, you will
Their
die.
P&Gs are delicious.
Well,
Their P&Gs are delicious. That joke gets a lot of people for some reason.
I don't know what it is. We
Yeah.
bring it up twice.
Yeah, it's just I get so many comments about the P&Gs. I don't know. I like the idea that just there's a bakery that just sells P&G bread, and
They
it's
just they're just Their cupcakes are coming out of a paper printer.
Yeah, I might make a meme where it's like an advertisement for like a bakery selling P&G bread in Lingarth.
Oh, I'd so be down with that.
Yeah.
You know, we actually supply that bakery.
Oh,
Hey,
I didn't
discount
even
down
tell
here,
you, I
Dan here.
actually
Do,
gave
do
them
you
the
hate
spiked
eating
ones
real
on
crap?
accident.
Do you hate having healthy diets? Well, come on down to Discount Dan's Bakery. Well, we'll just sell you P&Gs right off the paper.
Right off the paper, fresh and warm from the printing. But
fresh and warm from printouts.
We fax our bread fresh, but yeah, with our delivery faxing service,
we fax our cupcakes all the way from China.
Just Kenny, I don't even know. Well, Australia exists, so might as well. But yeah, okay, so in the teaser for this, there was like I think it was a cut joke. I think I just like added text which said basically the same thing. But like one of my friends, Satellite, like drew a sort of logo for like Lingarth's version of the DEA, like the Drug Enforcement Agency. And I was gonna put that up and be like, "This is a PSA from the Lingarth Drug Enforcement Agency. Don't do drugs, kids." And you have the line of Anise just going, "Oh yeah, like we gave them the spiked ones on accident." And
you did what?
This happens. Still such an amazing edit. You can thank Nomad for this because they got the cutout for Sage, so I could use.
I don't even know how I continued on for as long as I did in this take.
Yeah, it was surprising. It took you a while to get that, but this face right here is like became a huge meme for the people who have seen this show, and I knew this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. Just having Sage become one with the universe, merges with the timeline, becomes God, but it's too much for her brain to handle.
It just melts it.
Melts it. Yeah, I just love the idea of like Sage getting the drug trip, but it wasn't enough for her to learn drug speech yet. She had to wait till episode 5 to learn it.
She saw the very inner workings of the universe, but she can't speak drug speech.
Yeah, she forgot everything. It just overloaded her brain.
They had to reset her brain.
Yeah.
Boy, time, you good
Wizard
for a
101
shag?
music.
Ugh. Alright, can we cut out the whole edgelord stick? It's getting really obnoxious. All you do all day is talk about capitalism when you...
Oh yeah, so this is one of the episode where I started characterizing time more. I brought up like her hatred of like capitalism, like in the previous episode as like a one-off thing, but I wanted to like make that like a part of her character. So this episode had a lot of focus on time more than the other
Not doing
ones
that,
did.
you're beating up random noblemen on the streets. Now let's relax and have a nice family dinner.
This episode is 0 out of 10. You want to know why?
You're fucking gross, part.
Hold on. I'll tell you why. Because that implies that a nobleman doesn't have a freaking bodyguard with them.
They did. Not anymore.
Well, you see, they did have a bodyguard.
Funny story.
Now they don't.
It was in the past, but yeah.
I love how I love the idea that Time doesn't kill a noble's bodyguard, but she'll beat up a nobleman and leave him alive.
Yeah,
which
leave the
means she's
fear
just
in it, like
killing
put the
the
fear in
workers.
his heart, just so he knows that nowhere is safe. But so here, there's a lot of scenes in this episode where I'm talking as Parsley's brothers, just in the background, and they all like overlap, and you can't understand what I was saying. I remember very specifically for this scene, and I think only this scene, I was reading lines from the like Elder Scrolls wiki for like NPCs from Oblivion, and I was just like reading out lines that the NPCs from Oblivion say, and I think you can hear one of them say something about like slaughterfish or something. So
What's going on, you fucking cunts? Parsley's back.
Parsley!
We missed you so much. Who's the black woman?
They can build everything but condoms, can't they? God, these kids look fucking ugly. They're like troll dolls, except way worse. Worried one might kill me in my sleep.
I think here, I don't remember specifically, but I think here, like this part where they're talking in the background, one of them like makes like a reference to Rick and Morty or something, where you're like talking about the
Rick and Morty.
My mom baked a new one in the forge.
Yeah, that the Rick and Morty references do not age well after the whole after everything that's happened.
Oh, she's fat as fuck. Oh, you want to talk, Parsley?
I like how direct they are with each
look
other.
less creepy than the rest. Yeah, this one came out a bit special. I had way too much flour to
your
mix.
soul.
Yeah, I think I named this the kid Flowerborn.
Flowerborn.
Yeah.
Flowerborn.
Yeah, that's their name. And here we have continuing the gag of Parsley being able to read minds.
Yeah, now quit your thinking. You're not good at it.
I could see everything. I was one with the universe. God, it was horrifying.
That cheap, huh?
Always gets
Well,
me.
don't worry. We got something to make you feel much better. Check out this animation. Ooh, it's so shiny.
Yeah, when Jojo Man said, "Ooh, it's so shiny," that wasn't like an actual line that was supposed to be in there. Like, he sent it to me as like a blooper or something, and I just put it in anyway. And Jojo Man was like, "What? What? I didn't know you were gonna use that. Ooh, it's so shiny."
Ooh, it's so shiny. Where did Jojo Man ever go, by the way? We never heard from him ever again.
No, he was busy with like life stuff he had to deal with. I like how offended Rose was by the idea that these aren't edible.
Edible cookies.
Cookies.
You are the only person I need in my life. Cookies eternal.
Okay, I'm gonna open this now. Hope it isn't a heroin needle like last time.
Letting go, trying to get you hooked early.
Trying to get her hooked. They
I
succeeded.
love how, like, I feel like the best parts of my voice acting is literally just when I have either these very, like, whispery tones or I'm having an emotional breakdown of some sort. Like, those are my only good lines.
That's where it excels.
That's where I excel, because I'm a very emotional person.
It's an orb. It's an orb stage. Orb.
And this is where Rosemary evolved to Chihuahua.
Chihuahua Mary.
Great.
Chihuahua Mary.
I know, it's exciting. I can't wait to show your mom.
This is awesome. We should tell literally everyone.
Yeah, subtle implication that they have not caught up with Sage's mom in a long time. They haven't been around her in a while. She's been up to some escapades.
Well, anyway, why don't you try and turn it on?
So, is there like a button or... Oh, okay, I guess this is happening now.
Ooh, pretty lights.
I am so dead.
Oh, what's wrong? It's not flashy enough? We can get you an even bigger one if you want.
Dear, I think that one's too unwieldy for her.
That's true. Smaller one's better for the gooch anyway.
Smaller
Well,
ones-
don't worry, kiddo.
That's-
We'll go back
that
to the
line,
shop,
ooh.
get you a brand new
That
one,
was a
and then
line.
show it off
Well,
to
at least we
everyone.
learned what they did with that Terrasphere in episode 1. You know?
But don't remind me.
There's me talking
Turns
about
out the
NFTs.
triumvirate are trying to sell NFTs.
Yeah, they're trying to sell NFTs the whole time. Yeah, I just talk about NFTs in the background. So I think one of them here like talks about Neppy coin or something, like investing in Neppy coin.
Neppy coin.
The fuck you staring at?
Where's the blinking noises in this scene?
You know, this may come
I
off
didn't
as
add
rude
those.
and
I
all,
don't know
but
why I
you're
didn't
not
add
that great
those
of a
there.
baker, are you, Mom? All these kids, they're kind of, you know, weird. Oh, come now, sweetie, nothing's perfect. We all have our flaws. Right. Boy, what did I tell you about assaulting people, you cunts? Kill the capitalist pigs? Do not listen to Time's rambles. You're not the mom of us. What?
That's the introduction of the actual High Guardian Spice dialogue. That is a real line. You're not the mom of us.
You're not the mom of us.
Beautiful, beautiful writing. Again, Ray, a phone call away. You could have solved all this problem.
There's so much.
You're not the janitor of us.
You just gotta
Hush up
pay
before
us.
I clean your clock.
Give me
next.
your money.
You're not the puncher of
Shit,
us.
we might as well do it for free.
I do it for free.
God,
It's the
you
least
brothers
I can
are
do to
annoying.
save this
I don't know how
sinking
you
ship.
Put up with so many. This family is so obnoxious. I swear to God, if I see one more, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Hey, guess who's here?
Hey, guess who is here? It's Satellite.
It's
Everyone
satellite.
sees it.
Here we see a rare sighting of a wandering satellite.
Yes, the rare satellite. An unexpected space.
It is a wonder that we are catching this on film now, as these creatures are not found for months on end.
He will retreat to his den next to the space debris.
Motherfucker.
Just got back from the shop. How's it going?
I don't shake hands with conformists.
Okay then. Good talk.
Glad you're back, darling. I got a new baby.
Oh, what? Another one. Did you remember to put enough flour in while you're baking?
Here we have
You know
the
they come out
introduction
wrong.
of how
You don't use enough
dwarves are
flour.
born in
Wait,
my
you guys are
universe.
serious about the baking thing? I
Like
thought that was a
literally getting
metaphor.
baked like a cake.
Nope. Us dwarves reproduce by putting shit in the forge.
Shit in the
Except
forge.
Parsley throwing her body around.
Are you still
every day.
mad about the whole Minotaur thing? Listen, I can explain.
This is me reintroducing that like one-off
Well,
gag that I introduced in the last
Since we've
episode.
confirmed that parsley is a cake, does that mean she's just trying to get some extra filling?
Shut up. Oh my god. Okay. A cake, not a pie. Anyway, God, I lost my train of thought because. Oh yeah, so I thought it was perfect for this episode because everyone's having mommy issues in this episode, and like, what's a reason for Parsley's family to be angry at her? And I was like, oh, this thing which I brought up previously that ties in
All right,
perfectly.
I didn't know that she was dating
Oh, quiet. Our place nearly burned to the ground when you
The worst
told
part
her
about
in
this
here
joke is that everybody misinterpreted
fixed
and
them
thought
up
she just went
lickety
around
split. You're
screwing
welcome.
minotaurs.
Oh yeah, I mean she does do that, but like. Not in the situation I referenced in episode 3. That wasn't a Minotaur. The Minotaur was the X. So.
Doing this. You can have this conversation on your own, Parpar.
Now listen, young lady, you keep getting us in trouble because you're banging every fantasy creature that walks in front of you. You got to stop doing that stuff.
Listen, Dad, I'm 14. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. The fact that you're underage makes this even worse. You know that, right?
Where?
Now, sweetheart,
I'm an
I
adult.
know
I can
you
do what
really
I
want to
want.
do this stuff,
Do
but
what
you
I
should
want.
listen to us. We're your parents. We know what's best.
Damn right. You got to stop being such a sex freak. It's really creepy, and it's really weird, and it makes us uncomfortable.
I'm going to go brew dramatically on a rooftop. I need to think about this.
Ah,
Also, I
brooding
got to
on a
clean the
rooftop,
forge. I
the
said I'd do
classic.
that.
Yes,
Parsley,
favorite
don't be
pastime.
sad. I'm sure you'll find a nice dwarven guy. Yeah,
Popular
sure,
fast
whatever.
pastime amongst
The
heroes.
dwarven ones don't even
Yeah,
have the
that's
techniques.
one of the things Batman and Spider-Man have in common, just brooding on rooftops.
Though Spider-Man doesn't really brood unless he's in his Venom suit.
Parsley's
Have
wild
you
as fuck.
seen No Way Home?
But
But
where'd she go?
Choo-choo train, choo-choo train.
I actually haven't seen No Way Home.
there was a classic gag, just choo-choo train, choo-choo.
Choo-choo train.
That's another one that's just unexpected. You're like, what the
I was I remember when we first saw this scene, I was like, you want to just go Goomba, Goomba,
We're
Goomba.
animated like Goombas.
Yo, come on, we know a terrace guy who can hook us up for real cheap.
We give him drugs.
What is that guy doing with that apple over there?
I can eat it right now and they won't
Looting it,
notice.
I guess? I don't know.
He was just like, but yeah, there's one really good line. Hey, sorry, we're back. Jump cut. There were technical difficulties, but yeah. So as I was saying, like this line from Rosemary is like really good because it fits her character so well, and also it's like, I care about you, Sage, but I'm also really hungry.
Thanks for the offer, Rose, but I'm gonna pass. It's probably not that nutritious. It's made of magic. And not just any magic, new magic. The kind my mother hates so much.
Relax, Sage.
Relax,
I don't see why you
Sage.
freak out all the time.
That's easy for you to say, Rose. All you worry about is
We
eating
never
stuff.
realized how
Oh,
popular
come
of a
on,
line that would
Sage.
be.
I don't eat that much.
That's a damn line, you know it. Rose, did you just eat the color blue?
Why does she
No.
look better with black hair? I never understood
She
that.
does look a lot better with black hair, but this is the introduction of Rosemary being able to eat concepts, just abstract things. She can just
She's
munch.
evolving.
She's evolving. Her powers are growing stronger by the day. She's becoming more ferocious.
She,
Tell
little
the truth.
did we know
Maybe.
that Rosemary's
Spit it
playing a
out.
game of
Thank you. Anyway, we
prototype.
gotta find a way to stop my mom fighting out. If she does, she'll
What makes
kill
this
you.
work so well is that Rose is just eyeing her hair the whole time. She's like,
She'll kill me, she'll kill Aloe and Denise, and then she'll set the town on
It's
fire.
gonna take
In
her
that
eyes
order.
off that haircut.
Alright, and this is the place.
Ooh, looks pretty.
Don't eat anything you haven't paid for, Rose.
What's the problem? I've eaten through bigger shops than this.
That is the problem.
Here's another simple gag from Rose that I just love so much. Says so much without
If
speaking
my
a
mom
word.
sees this, she'll die of a stroke.
The slime boy, where the fuck you at?
I can't.
Slime boy and his slime boy speak from doing so much drugs. Yeah, it's just canon that if you do enough drugs in this universe, you learn how to speak Slime Boy.
Hey, there's our man. How's it going, man? What's up?
You enjoying your day?
That's a Kung Pao style joke right there. Just constant talking, and then there's just one subtitle. Just yep. And Rosemary also knows how to do it because she ate so many drug cookies.
I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Sage is like, I don't
buildy thing.
Hey, Parsley, can you chill the fuck out?
Can you quit being a cunt?
Touche.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got shit to build and swords to sell. You gonna help? Time, I know you're in here.
God damn it, motherfucker. How did she find me?
Come quietly and I won't call the town guard.
I was gonna get someone else to voice Time's mother, but I realized that I just did it really well.
Time burned down another building or something?
It doesn't really matter much, honestly.
Did you burn out a store? Was it Slime
Arson
Boy's store?
habits.
Please tell me it wasn't Slime Boy's store. I mean, the boy can't speak, but that's no reason to hate a person. I'm rambling, sorry.
I like Time's mother's strategy
just
for getting
bring Time
people to
out here
shut up
now.
is to just stare at them until they stop talking.
I've had it up to here. I'm done letting you get away with what is essentially eco-terrorism. Do you know how many people were injured in that fire?
They cut down our homes in the fairy woods all the time, and yet I'm the terrorist for wanting to get rid of these
Poison
capitalist fuckwits.
grime.
Yes, you are a terrorist. That's
Poison
exactly what being a
slut.
terrorist is.
Your face is terrorism.
Best line in the series.
Your face is
Your
terrorism.
face is terrorism. Just mixture of angsty. She like goes from like eco-terrorist to angsty teen really quick.
Are you
Because
all
her
talking
mother
about
knows
terrorism out here?
what targets to hit.
Yes, I was just having a little chat with my daughter.
Gave
Why
her
don't we
fangs
discuss this
for some
over
reason.
dinner?
I never understood
No,
why they
I don't
gave the
think we
elves
should.
fangs.
Why do they have
Friends
fangs?
come
It just makes me
in,
think
I'd
they're
love
half
to get to know Time's
vampires.
Yeah, they're all
mother
half
Fuck you,
vampires.
Mom.
We'll get to that later.
They're all
Okay, that like part where she just
In this
fucking
world-
and then the scene ends. That's great.
In this world, the elves have
Ooh,
gone
I wonder what
extinct
flavor
and
she's
have been
gonna go
replaced
with.
by
The green
vampires who
apple
just
one
never
looks
knew.
good.
You know, I've always been a fan of raspberry myself.
I like how
I love
tourist beers
raspberry
with like
too. Maybe I
Skittles,
should
like
eat
have a
that
bunch of
color
different
next.
flavors.
Yeah, don't need any more colors anymore, Rose. Like that affecting the entire planet. It was really awkward for a second.
Aww,
The
but it was
oceans,
tasty.
they were no longer blue. The sky.
The sky was red.
Yeah, so this was a gag I think Nomad suggested, but it was going to be a part of a running gag that I started in episode 1, and I think this is the last time I did it. But every time the characters got a hold of like some new item, I was going to play like different like item get themes from video games. First it was like Zelda, and then it was Metroid for this one. I just didn't continue doing that.
Great Scott!
And grape flavored it is.
He's on to me. Cheese it.
Rose, where are you going? Wait, no, wait, come back!
That kid's eyes.
Here you
Oh
go.
god, I messed up the screen. Oh, okay, there we go. But yeah, that kid's eyes, it looks so weird.
So, anything new happen around town?
Oh, not much, save 5 noblemen going missing under mysterious circumstances.
It was 6.
That's such a good look.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure
It
having you.
was 6.
What was that?
It was 6 noblemen that went missing. Should have been more.
So is that admission of guilt?
It keeps getting
yes.
worse every day. So you're sure I can't have one more Minotaur over?
It's the only thing on a part of his
We
mind right
already
now.
discussed this. You know you can't do that. Oh, for the I can make my own decisions, Mom. All right. The
Partially
entire
is what you
planet
get when you have a
exploded, and
cream
who
filling
fixed it?
deficiency.
Oh, that's right. It was me.
Cream
Can I
filling
at least get a little respect here?
This
That's right, I'm
planet
gonna keep
explodes
going.
once a week.
It's not gonna stop, actually.
I like the idea that the planet just blows up so frequently because everyone has bad animation. Just like little Billy down the street like clips through a wall or something, and then the planet blows up.
It's so bad you do not get to pull that card with me.
All right, technically that's true, but that doesn't change the fact that I should be allowed to fuck any cowman I want.
Hey, one of your brothers is gonna die or something.
Yeah, they're not gonna die because of the...
Oh god.
This
Here we
is so
go.
cool.
If Sage's mental
You'll
breakdown.
find a lot of uses for it, trust me. And these are too many to count.
Yeah, about this whole
Here we go.
terrosphere thing.
Okay, before we talk about this scene, here's my High Guardian Spice conspiracy theory. All right, this is me going like full Matt Pat, analyzing the media to come up with my own theories. It is my belief that Sage and her relatives are all vampires. So if you look over here, you'll see Missy right here, 2 fangs, bites marks on the neck, and they just have this woman framed in their house, which implies that they're a family member of some kind. And you see she has a similar skin tone to Sage, and also you can see in another picture coming up later, like Aloe and Anise, I think, have fangs like coming out of their mouth. So it's my belief that they're secretly vampires. That's my High Guardian Spice conspiracy theory. If anyone wants to like work that into their fan fiction, be my guest.
Ah, shit, plot stuff.
Ah, shit, the plot.
Okay. I don't want to use new magic because my mom would literally murder me if she ever found out I did it. My sister used new magic once, and I don't have a sister anymore now, do I? My mom still wears her teeth on a necklace to remind me every day. And that's not
vampire
even the
lady
worst
even
of it.
has bite
Wanna know
marks on her
something
neck.
else my mom can do? Blow up heads with her mind just whenever she wants. She stared at someone and their fucking head exploded.
The whole head?
The whole head? Like, tell me
The whole head?
Tell
me more.
Like, no, no.
There has not been a single new magic user in our village who hasn't gone missing due to that woman. Every night in our house, I could hear people screaming in the basement. I asked her what was down there, and she said the de-stress room.
That's a Cryptoland reference. The de-stress room.
I have so much anxiety because I keep getting PTSD flashbacks to that hellhole of a house. Do you understand now?
Okay, things just got a little intense there.
I had no idea you're facing mommy issues of this magnitude.
Nomads. Why does the voice fit so well?
Yeah. One thing is, I like how, like, one of the motifs that I've been going for is that every episode is named after a line, like, in the episode itself, and Mommy Issues is just a perfect name for this episode.
You know, if all the stuff is really
Especially
good to you,
considering
there's a way I
everybody
make
has a
cope.
mommy issue of some
I'm
sort.
having a breakdown, Anise. Can you please stop trying to peddle drugs to me for once?
Oh, I was thinking more alcoholism, but there's other ways, I guess.
I know you're having a rough day, Sage. I hope no one else is having a tougher time as we are. So strange.
So, as I said, like in the other director's commentary, I like to cut as much as I can from the episodes to try to make them as short as possible. And that was one scene that I knew I just didn't want to deal with. And this was the perfect way to just get it out of the way really fast. Just that quick cutaway gag just tells you everything you need to know.
Strange that your mother hates new magic so much. I mean, she used to use it herself.
Plot twist.
What did you just say?
Well, your mom wasn't always so conservative.
What the fuck did you say?
Actual line, your mom wasn't always so conservative. Yeah, that's a classic. And Rosemary's response is just perfect.
Conservatives of food.
Are conservatives of food?
I have no fucking idea. I feel like some...
She's right there. I fucking knew. She's
Look at that.
She's a vampire. They're vampires. Okay, anyway.
External force make me say that sentence for some reason.
But that's just a theory.
Whatever.
A spice theory.
A spice
This
theory.
shit about to be wildin', dog.
This shit about to be wildin', dog. 100%. Also, like, for the conservative bit, I remember, like, I first heard that line, I think, when Blacklight Jack made, like, a video on it that got, like, hundreds of thousands of views or whatever. It's just such a funny, it's just, like, a funny line, and, like, in this one, Anise is like, I feel like some extra dimensional force was like making me say that or something.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a major plot twist and shit. So when your mother was about a youngling, she decided she wanted to buy a Terrasphere, and when she did, she said new magic was one of the best things she ever experienced using.
Wait, that can't be what? What the fuck? Her hair looks tasty too. This changes everything. With this photo, I can blackmail her, and she can't do anything to me. Thank you so much, Aloe and Anise. Finally.
Yeah, I blacked out, so I have no idea what the hell is going on, but I'm really excited for you, Sage. Does this mean I can eat the stick now?
Now that I have dirt on my mom, Rose, I'm basically God.
Sage getting a little overconfident.
But I think this is cause for celebration. What do you think, Aloe? What should we do?
I think I'm gonna solve world hunger. Check this out, yo.
I think someone actually clipped this and like put it on, I don't know, Twitter or something. I don't remember. Yeah,
Wait, did they really?
Yeah, clipped the scene of Aloe going like, I'm gonna solve world hunger. Check this out,
Thus
yo.
ends the food crisis.
Rosemary.
We're gonna have to find that now because I'm curious.
All right, it's blackmail time.
It's blackmail time. That was my other name for the episode. If it wasn't going to be mommy issues, it was going to be blackmail
My
time.
fault the kid went splat.
A bucket on a string? That was your master plan? Why did you think that would work?
Yeah, that's a reference to the episode itself where, okay, so that scene was so stupid. So you have a kid, okay, he climbs up to the roof. And this is a roof which we see Parsley access as well. And instead of just climbing up to the roof and going to get them, they decide to do this weird plan with like
Ruby
a bucket.
Goldberg machine.
Yeah, this like weird bucket string thing. Just go onto the like Time can literally leap like she's a master gymnast. She could literally have just leaped up to the roof and then got him down.
Literally, Time is the rogue that put all their stats into dexterity.
Yeah. No stats and intelligence.
You always do everything the wrong way.
No, society
Or
does
wisdom,
everything
for
the
that
wrong way.
matter.
I'm the one who does everything right.
But you're a serial arsonist. Time, I give up. I can't help you.
Leaving like dad, huh?
Don't you dare mention your father in front of me. God, I wish I had an abortion.
Okay, yeah, this scene
That
right
was a
here
bit
just got,
much.
it got
That was
really,
a bit much.
Yeah, it got really dark. They're darkest.
Okay, so I do have a question for you when that happened. Why?
So I wanted to set up that Time and her mother's relationship was really bad for a gag that I was going to do later. And you know what gag it is, but I can't say it right now. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, this thing got really dark. It was unexpected for a lot of people. I think that's part of what makes it like such a standout moment because it gets like really serious.
I wish you did too.
And you know it's a bit much when even the comments don't bring it up.
No, I think I got comments about it where they're like, "Whoa, man, that got me." I think someone said they actually like cried because of this ending, or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, the ending was actually pretty good, all things considered.
Now remember, lovely, don't grow up to be evil, or else Mama's gonna have to come and stop you.
It was a Billy Butcher
okay?
reference.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't save the kid. Oh, it's all right. You win some.
Honestly, looking really weird in
sorry
this
we're
scene.
putting so much pressure.
They
on
drew
you, sweetie.
her.
We just
Yeah,
want
like
you
a
to
Mickey
grow up and have
Mouse
a normal
character.
life, you know, one without flying,
There's the
fire-breathing,
bruh
teleporting
face.
Minotaur men.
For some reason,
I'll take it
very
under
thick
advisement.
Mickey Mouse
Well, so
character.
long as you're safe, that's really what I
Like,
care about.
it's weird how they drew
Children
her.
I've
It
had,
makes me
you are the
concerned.
most special. I mean, not every child gets to save the planet from complete and total destruction. Thanks, Mom. I want you to know that no matter what happens, we're never going to give up on you. And your friend Time, she looks like she needs some help as well.
She needs a lot of help.
Maybe you shouldn't give up on your
She needs
friends
therapy,
either.
like
It looks
extreme
like her real
therapy.
mother already
Extreme
has.
therapy,
We hope
like
she
no
has
amount
help
of
now.
national
Maybe if
budgets
you
are going
can
to
get
cover
her
those
off this
therapy
path,
bills.
You'll be a true guardian after all. Don't cry, sweetie. It's going to be okay. Anyway, let's get out of here before that.
Also, in
nothing-
the background for this
Yeah,
scene,
he's-
I'm glad a lot of people caught this, but I'm playing Epic Battle Fantasy music because I love that game series, and I'm glad so many people
Very
also love
scary,
it.
isn't he?
It fits extraordinarily well. 2, 3, 4. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs.
There's that edit. That's an emoji on my server. Shout out to the Discord server for doing that. And just like that, I'm
on a roll.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna stop there. That will conclude our analysis of these two episodes. I thought they were really great. I'm glad in episode 4 I finally figured the whole footage situation out, so it's much higher quality than the previous two. And you can tell the quality is just improving over time.
It's going, and the worst part is it's gonna stop soon.
Yeah, I'm thinking after we finish, we might go back and remaster the first 3 episodes
with all our current voice actors.
Yeah. Maybe 1 through 4, 1 through 3.
Maybe, and also improve the editing of those. You have the original playlist, and then you have the remastered playlist.
Yeah, Higher and Spice Abridged remastered. But yeah, that's going to conclude it. Is there anything else you want to say before the end of the video, Dread?
Eat your vegetables.
Eat
Go
your
to school. And make sure that... I'm gonna stop.
Subscribe to Guardian HQ, the best YouTube channel, and go join their Discord and follow them everywhere and give them all your money. Thank you and goodbye.
And also, Ray, for if he ever does work on a season 2, hire us.
Hire me, Ray.